so much for joining me. Today we're going to be doing a mat routine with the 36-inch foam roller. And for the stretches after standing side legs today, we'll be using a stretchy band or a yoga strap. If you don't need either of those, don't worry about it. You can substitute a long towel or a beach towel. You can even use a pillowcase for that if you like. Anything that's long enough to help you with your foot to manipulate your stretch. We are going to begin today by doing some standing footwork. We're going to do the first set of exercises with some support. I'm going to be using the foam roller. I'm not going to hold on to it for dear life. I'm going to use it as a gentle support to help aid in my balance. You may do it against the wall with just two fingertips touching if you're able to. More if you're not. You can use a chair, a bookshelf, the side of a piece of furniture. For the second set of the same exercises, we're going to try to get rid of our support and do the exercises with just balance. So let's go ahead and find our standing area. We are going to stand with our heels directly under our sits bones. We are going to roll our shoulders up, back, and down. Have a wide collarbone area. Drive our shoulder blades down our back. Bring our ribs together. We're going to have a neutral pelvis. That means we're not going to be tucking and we're not going to be tilting. It's going to be straight down to the center, as if our pelvis is holding a bowl of water. We don't want it to spill out the front when we tilt or spill out the back when we tuck. Draw your abdominals up and in. Your support, your hand on your support should be slightly in front of you in your periphery so that you're not yanking your shoulder back and throwing yourself off balance. We're going to begin by rising up onto the balls of our feet. From there, we're going to bend our knees over our toes, maintaining the same distance between our knees. Whoops! From there, we're going to drop our heels and straighten our knees to stand up straight. We're going to rise up onto our balls of our feet, bend our knees, knees tracking over our big toes, lower our heels, straighten our legs. We have 3 more like that. If you'd like some additional support, if you're holding on just one thing at your side, place your arm out to a T in your periphery still. Balls of feet, bend your knees, still drawing up in your abdominals, lower your heels, straighten your legs. Balls of feet, whoop, bend your knees, lower your heels, straighten your leg. Some days this exercise goes better than others. Some days your balance is just a little better. Bend your knees, straighten your legs. From there, we're going to reverse. We're going to bend our knees with our heels down. Raise our heels, straighten our legs, lower our heels. Bend your knees, balls of feet. Rise up and lower your heels. 2 more. Knees, heels, straight legs, lower heels. Bend your knees, raise your heels, straighten your legs, lower your heels. From there, without moving our feet, the front of our feet, the balls of our feet, we're going to take our heels and squeeze them together. We're going to zip up through our midline, squeezing our calves, knees, inner thighs, drawing everything to the center, bringing our ribs together. We're going to raise straight up and lower. Raise straight up. Don't let your heels separate. Tweeze your seat strongly to raise up and lower. Here's 4. And zip and lower. Draw your abdominals up and in and lower. Knit your ribs and lower. Drop your shoulder blades down your back with wide collarbone and lower. Before you go up again, shake out your neck. Rise up and lower. 1 more. See if you can go just 1 finger and lower. From there, we're going to step away from the wall, the chair, the piece of furniture. Put our foam roller to the side. We are going to bring our feet back just by separating our heels if we're able to. So our sits bones are directly over our heels. From there, we're going to bring our arms to a T. You can't have them on your hips. You will receive more support and balance if your arms are in a T or in a ballet second position. We're going to rise up onto the balls of our feet, bend our knees over our toes, keeping our neutral pelvis, lower our heels, and straighten our legs. Balls of feet, bend knees, lower heels, straighten legs. Try to keep the same space between your knees the whole time. Here's 3. Lower heels. And 4, rise. Bend knees over your big toes. Lower your heels. Straighten your legs. One more in this direction. Drive your shoulder blades down your back to engage underneath your arms and down your ribs. We're going to reverse. Bend your knees to bring your knees directly over your big toes. Rise up on your heels. Straighten your legs. Lower your heels. Bend your knees. Rise up on your heels. Straighten your legs. Lower your heels. Check in with your ribs. Make sure they're not flaring. Make sure you're keeping a neutral pelvis. Draw your abdominals up and in. Bend. Raise your heels. Draw up and in to lift up. And lower. One more. Raise your heels. Straighten your legs. And lower. From there, just bring your feet or your heels in together into the Pilates V position. We are going to have our weight evenly distributed to the 3 points on our foot. The ball of the foot behind the big toe, the ball of the foot behind the pinky toe, and the heels. From here, we're going to zip up through the center, squeezing our legs together completely to make one mega leg. We're going to zip up, rise up to our heels, not letting our heels separate, and lower. Here's 2. 3, up and in. 4, check in on your neutral pelvis. Make sure that you're not tucking or tilting. Squeeze your seat or squeeze your glutes to aid you in your lift and lower. Should be an equal time to lift and an equal time to lower. And an equal lift and an equal lower. Don't lose your tweeze on your seat or the squeeze on your inner thighs, or I also feel my hamstring working. Let's do one more. Good, shake out your legs. Good job, guys. We're going to take our foam roller, place it on our mat, come to the front, have a seat on the very edge of your foam roller. Good, make sure it's in the center. Your feet might be a little bit wider than hip width apart because of the instability of the roller at this time. We will move our feet closer and closer and closer. Grab behind your knees, sit straight up, elbows wide, drawing your shoulders down your back. Shake out your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your ribs together. Drop your pelvis or your sacrum down to the roller first and articulate down. Vertebra by vertebra. When you're done, go ahead and scoot so that you're completely on your foam roller from your head down to your tail. Let's go ahead and bring our ribs together. Check in with our neutral spine here. Our sacrum should be flat on the roller. We should have a slight curve or lift in our lower back between our sacrum and our 12th rib at the bottom. The base of our skull, or the back of our skull, should be flat on the mat. In the front, we want wide open collarbones. We want our wrists to be together. Draw your lower abdominals towards your spine or towards the foam roller if you prefer right now. We're going to bring our arms up to the ceiling, coming out of where our 12th rib meets our sternum, or ladies for where your bra strap is. We're going to raise our hands so they're coming out of that area. They're hovering over that area. Our palms will be facing each other. We're going to draw down slightly without scrunching up to engage our lats. From there, we're going to reach our fingers up to the ceiling, squeezing our pecs slightly, but not crossing our arms or anything. We're going to do a little squeeze to help lift our fingers up towards the ceiling as if they're being pulled by strings. And wrap our shoulder blades around the foam roller. Feel your shoulder blades widen. Don't flare your ribs on this though. Make sure you're still connecting in your neutral spine as if your fingertips are being pulled up to the ceiling, and draw your shoulder blades around the roller. Ceiling, roller. Make sure you're not coming into your neck on this. If you feel it in your neck, go ahead and double check to make sure that your fingertips are lining up over your 12th rib and sternum area. And if that's not working, put a little bit more pressure into your pinky blade edge to engage your lats to pull them away from your ears. From there, we're going to reach up to the ceiling, pull our shoulder blades around the foam roller, open our arms to a T, as wide as you can go without flaring your ribs, keeping your neutral spine, Come back to the starting position. Reach up, hold down, open to a T, and come back. Ceiling, roller, T, and back. Ceiling, roller, T, and back. While you're doing this, I know it feels great, but go ahead and make sure that you haven't lost your neutral spine in this, that you haven't lost the connection of all of your ribs or the entirety of your spine surrounding your ribs or in between your ribs on the mat. One more. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to raise our fingertips up to the ceiling, palms facing each other still. We're going to bring our hands, drawing them as if we're going through mud to engage our muscles down to our hips. Stop at your hip level. Then we're going to bring our arms up, drawing our shoulder blades down our back. You can go as far back as you can go to in front of your ears. Don't drop them back here just yet. We're going to in front of our ears. Check in with your body. Make sure that you're retaining your neutral spine here and you're not tucking and printing your spine on the mat. You want to maintain a nice, neutral, heavy sacrum. All your ribs or spine surrounding your ribs surrounding your spine on the foam roller, base of your head on there. Just bring them back down to our hips and the slight curve in your back. And bring it back again. Go as slow as you need to keep everything together for your neutral spine. Slight bend in your elbows. Inhale down to the hips. Exhale to right above the ears. Inhale to the hips. And exhale to the ears. Drawing down on your lats to bring your ears up, your arms up by your ears to keep your shoulders away. One more. Arms back up to the ceiling. We're going to do arm circles. We're going to bring our hands down to our hips, flip our palms up to the ceiling, bring our arms around in a circle. If you can keep your ribs on the mat, go ahead and connect your hands with the mat, but make sure you can keep a neutral spine. Engage under your lats to lift your hands back up to the ceiling. Bring your hands down to your hips, flip your palms to the ceiling, circle your arms, maintaining your neutral spine. Engage your lats to bring your arms back up. Hands down to your hips, circle above the head, engage your lats, bring your arms back up. One more in this direction, and then bring your arms around. Engage your lats, and then lift your arms. Bring your hands back behind your head, engaging your lats to make sure that your shoulders are staying away from your ears. Touch your hands, or the backs of your hands to the mat if you're able to. Circle your arms around, feeling the stretch under your arms. Bringing your hands to your hips and bring them back up to the ceiling. Come back, palms flip up to face the ceiling. Circle your arms. Palms stay facing the ceiling when they reach the hips, and then your palms face each other. Hands back, circle, and up. One more. Circle, palms up to the ceiling, and up. From there, we're going to platform our arms by the mat. We're going to bring our feet together. We would like to have one mega leg, but if you need to, please try to keep your feet no wider than hip width apart. We are going to stabilize ourselves with our forearms and our palms on the mat. You can go to just your palms on your mat as long as you're pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Fingertips, or even two fingertips if you like. We are going to begin with marching with articulation of the feet. So, beginning with my left foot personally, I'm going to come up to the ball of my foot, come up to my toe. Using my abdominals, I'm going to lift my leg up to tabletop. I'm going to lower my leg back down. My toes are going to touch first, the ball of the foot, the heel. Moving on to my right leg, I'm going to lift my heel, the ball of my foot, and my toes, using my abdominals to lift my leg to tabletop. I'm going to then lower my leg with control. My toes will tap first, the ball of my foot, and then my heel. Left leg, ball, heel, ball of foot, toe, and lift. Exhale. Inhale to lower my leg, toe, ball of foot, heel. Right leg, heel, ball of foot, toe. Exhale to lift your leg using your abdominals. Inhale to lower your leg, toe, ball of foot, heel. Exhale, lift your left leg foot with articulation through your foot. Inhale to lower it, articulate your foot back down. Articulate your right foot. Lift your leg to tabletop. Inhale to lower. One more on each side. Are your legs squeezed together? Can you squeeze them together now that you have a little bit more stabilization? If you're up on the palms or your fingertips, lower and see if you can squeeze everything to draw it towards the midline to continue with this exercise with your legs squeezed together. From there, we're going to go ahead and move into toe dips. Lift your left leg to tabletop, your right leg to tabletop. We're going to inhale to lower the leg and exhale to lift it. We are going to do the first 4, dipping our toe. We're going to do the second 4, tapping our heel. Inhale, inhale and exhale to lift your leg back up. Inhale, dip your toe in the water, and exhale to lift it back up. Check in on your neutral spine. Is everything connected with the mat or the foam roller? Do you still have that slight curve in your lower back? From there, we're going to flex our feet. We're going to inhale our foot down. Exhale, dropping our belly button to our spine. Whoops. To go ahead and lift our leg. Inhale your right heel and exhale to lift. Inhale left heel and exhale to lift. And right heel one more time. Very carefully, take one foot at a time. Articulate it as you place it back down on the mat. We're going to move into curl-ups. Whoop. You may want to separate your feet hip distance for this because you are going to lose the support of your arms. Hands up to the ceiling, coming out of your 12th rib where it meets the sternum. Palms facing away from you. Inhale, exhale to curl up, bringing your hands down to your hips. And articulate back down. Here's 2. And lower. Squeeze your inner thighs. Curl over your sternum. Bring your arms out to a V, no wider than your mat. Spiral out slightly to your pinky blade edge to create some tension from that. Your fingers should still be lined up with your 12th rib and sternum. Draw your pinky blade edge to your hips first. Inhale to release. Exhale to curl up. Drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Shake out your neck. Inhale to release. Exhale. And inhale. Arms out to a T. Raised up slightly from your shoulder level. Palms up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, drawing your pinky blade edge to your hips first to curl out. Don't run it over on your shoulders. Keep them wide. Inhale down. Exhale to curl up. Inhale down. One more. And inhale down. From there, stabilize yourself by planting your forearms down the mat. Rock gently from side to side on your foam roller. Go ahead and roll off with control. If you're on a raised bed, please do not fall off your bed. As you roll off, we are going to be moving into an ab series that is not this series of 5. We will be doing this series of 5, but we're going to do this ab series first. We are going to have our arms in a Pilates V position. Spiral that again slightly to your pinky blade edge. Raise your left foot and your right foot. Go ahead and check in on your neutral spine. Make sure that everything's together. Draw together, dropping down to your belly. We are going to go ahead and do this at a more rapid pace than we did before. We're going to do 8. We're going to exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Drop your belly under your spine. Shoulders away from your ears. Don't round it. 2 more. Squeeze your knees and ankles together. Stopping right there. We're going to continue with this movement, but as we bring our hands down to our hips, we're going to extend our legs to working level and draw them back as our fingers reach back up into the air. Inhale, exhale, extend, and lower. Here's 2. And 3. Drop your belly under your spine on the exhale. 4. 5. 6. 7. Check in on your neutral spine. Last one. And 8. Leaving your feet at working level, come back. We are going to do a variation of scissors. We are going to inhale, exhale, curl up, drawing your right knee to your nose, and come back down. Curl up, left knee, leaving your right leg where it is, and come back. Bring your right knee in, bring it back to your left, and left knee. 2 more on each side. And come back, and left knee up. 1 more set. Check in on your neutral spine. Come back, 1 more set, or 1 more. Come back, draw your knees into your chest, give them a big hug, releasing your lower back, rocking gently from side to side. We are going to move into hundreds from there. We are going to use our foam roller for the hundreds. Today, if you've taken my previous foam roller class, we are going to do it the same way, where we engage our lats, squeezing the outsides of the foam roller with a flat palm, pressing slightly into the pinky blade edge a little bit more, and bouncing our foam roller off our hips. Arms up to the ceiling, legs into tabletop. Inhale to prayer, exhale to curl up, bring your legs to working level. We're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. When you exhale, it's as if you're steaming or fogging a mirror. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop your belly button to your spine. Shoulder blades wide, which should not be a problem since you're holding onto the foam roller. It will facilitate you opening your shoulder blades more. Shake out your neck. Make sure that you're not imprinting your lower spine onto the mat. You're curling up over your sternum. Final set. Bring your knees into your chest. Foam roller, top your knees. Give it a nice little rock. Extend your legs long. Place your foam roller to the side. We're going to be moving into roll up. I'm going to show a few variations of each roll up that you can do. Classical roll up is the one that we'll start with. We're going to inhale, lifting your head, neck, and shoulders without momentum. Coming up into our C-shaped curve, rolling over our feet. We can inhale back, still in our C-shaped curve, pulling our shoulders away from our ears. Sacral head first, and then exhale the rest of your body down with control. Inhale. You can also do a modified roll up with your knees bent. Don't bend them. See here, take those feet about 3 to 6 inches further out so that you don't engage your glutes, or not your glutes, I'm sorry, your hip flexors or your quads. Inhale, nodding your head, neck, and shoulders. Grab behind your knees, elbows wide, drawing your shoulders down your back to fold over your legs. When you pull back in your C-shaped curve, bend your knees so that you can grab behind your knees and use your biceps to help you lower back down to the mat. Move this real fast. Another variation of that, if you find that you're using momentum to get up, circle your arms wide to the side. When they come to a T position, begin to nod your chin, your head, neck, and shoulders up, and then grab behind your knees. Roll over, come back, grab your knees, sacrum first, and lower. Another variation, if you are just find yourself using your hip flexors or quads a little bit too much, come up, tap beside your knee. And you might find that that gives you that little bit of added support that you need to engage your lower abdominals. To come back, bend your knees again, but see if you can go back without touching your knees. And final variation with the foam roller. Up over the head. Bring your foam roller to above your sternum. And then begin to nod up. Hover your roller above your legs. Reach forward, fold over your legs. Pull back in your C-shaped curve. dropping your belly button to your spine. When your sacrum hits, your foam roller begins to come up and tap the mat behind you. Foam roller to above your sternum, nod your chin to your chest. Roll over your legs. Come back into your C-shaped curve. Palms wide, shoulders down your back. And all the way down. Let's do one more. Exhale when you roll up to your sternum. Inhale back in your Z-shaped curve. When your sternum hits, exhale the rest of the way down. Go ahead. Bring your feet flat on the mat. Lift your hips. We're going to place our tailbone under the roller with flat palms. Reach for the roller to the side. It'll help you, as opposed to this where you might roll up onto your blades, it'll help you to flatten your blades. Plant them onto the mat. Drop your belly button to your spine. Raise your right leg to the ceiling. Extend your left leg long. We're going to be doing single leg circles with a hip flexor stretch today. And they're going to be smaller. They'll be the width of the mat. They'll be about the size of a large exercise ball. Inhale your leg across the midline. And exhale it around the outside. Bring it back up. Inhale. And exhale back up. If you have tight hamstrings, you may bend your leg in the air. Please do not bend your leg reaching out along the mat because it will decrease your hip flexor stretch. It is the load of your leg that is stretching out your hip flexor. Pause at the top. We're going to reverse. Inhale our leg to the outside and exhale it across the midline. Drop your belly button to your spine. Bring your ribs together. Make sure that you're soft in your sternum here. You don't want any additional tension or pressure reaching up into your neck. Go ahead and roll up. Shake out your neck. 2 more. 1 more. Bring your knee into your chest with control. Bring your left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg long and straight. Go ahead and feel that hip flexor stretch first. Extend your left leg to the ceiling. Again, tight hip flexors. Go ahead and bend that knee. We're going to inhale the leg across the body. And using our abs, we're going to lift it back up. Inhale. Inhale. Bring your ribs together. 4. Go ahead and place your hands gently back on the outside of the foam roll. Lift them off and place them down. See if you can flatten your shoulder blades a little more. Reverse. Inhale and exhale up. Inhale. Exhale up. Dropping your belly button to your spine. Here's 4. And here is 5. Bring the knee into your chest. Give it a hug. Place both feet flat on the mat. Lift your booty. Pull the roller out. We're going to put it to the side. Pardon me. We're going to be moving on to rolling like a ball. Grab behind your knees. Legs in tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Nod your chin to your chest. Curling up. Letting the load of your legs lift you up. From there, we're going to move to the front of the mat. We're going to pinpoint our feet in the middle. Hold on to the front of our shins between underneath the patella or above the ankle. All right, it'd be nice if our knees were no wider than our shoulders. We're going to spiral out slightly to our pinky blade edge to drop our shoulders down our back. Engage your lats. Hover your feet. Inhale. Exhale, drawing your ribs to your hips. Looking into your belly button. Dropping your belly button to your spine. And release. Exhale, contract everything again. This time, focus on bringing your shoulder blades down your back by having a wide collarbone. So not rounding in at your shoulders. 1 more. On this one, make sure that the curve in your spine from your C shape is equal. So you're not crunching your chin to your neck and making an unequal C-shaped curve. called being kind to your spine. From here, we're going to go into rolling like a ball. Those of you with osteoporosis, osteopenia, neck problems, please do not move on to this portion of the exercise. Please continue with the rolling like a ball contraction so that you can still get the same benefits of the exercise. Those of you who are moving on, we are going to go back by squeezing our glutes and inhaling, rolling back to the tips of our shoulder blades. We don't want to fling ourselves back because it will cause us to roll up onto our necks and could cause harm. We're going to come up into a rolling ball position. Inhale, squeeze our glutes. And tips of our shoulder blades. And whoop! Guess it's not a hard day for Pilates for me. We're going to inhale back. For those of you who are also having a hard day with rolling like a ball, leaving your heels connected, bring your feet out to tabletop, grab behind your knees, engage your lats, pull your shoulders down your back, and roll like a ball in this position. We are going to do 8 rolling like a ball, any position you like. If you feel like this is too easy, drop your knees. Go ahead and place your feet down. Push back to the center of your mat. Grab your foam roller. We're going to be moving into a variation of this series of 5 with the rollers. Go ahead and roll back. Palms flat on either side of the foam roller. Before we lift our legs, check in with your neutral spine. Press out slightly on your foam roller, or press in slightly on your foam roller to create space in the front and the back of your body around the shoulders. One knee to tabletop, other knee to tabletop. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Maintaining your curl up, you're going to extend your left leg and bring it in. Extend your left leg and in. Here's 2. Press on the outside of the foam roller. 3. Drop your belly button to your spine. And 4. Right leg. 1. And back to tabletop. 2. See if you can curl up to bring your foam roller over your knee without bothering your neck. And 4. And now alternating. Left and in. Right and in. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Shake out your neck. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Double leg stretch. Extend your legs to working level. Bring your arms in front of your ears. Pulling down on your shoulder blades. Pressing into your foam roller. Dropping your belly button to your spine. Bring everything back in. Inhale. Exhale, come back. Inhale. Feel yourself growing taller. See if you can curl up deeper. Don't lose your curl up though. If you curl up deeper, maintain your curl up. Here's 5. 6. Shake out your neck. 7. And 8. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Place your feet on the mat real fast and windshield wiper your shins. If your hip rolls off, that's fine. Arms coming up out of the 12th rib. You can literally take your foam roller, tap your sternum, reach your 12th rib on the bottom, and press it straight out. Legs up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale to curl up. Bring your left leg away from you. Bring your right leg using your abdominals to your foam roller and press it in. And switch and press. You're still squeezing your foam roller, drawing your shoulder blades down your back, engaging your lats. 3, 4. Can you fog a mirror here, like in the hundreds? 7. Shake out your neck. 1 more set. Throw your knees into your chest. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. For the double leg lower lift, we are going to sit up. Place your foam roller underneath our plates. We will be sitting up higher, and so for the double leg lower lift, we're going to diamond our feet to decrease the load on our body. We do want to curl up over our sternum still. Bring your head into your hands with your thumbs long down your neck. Lowering your feet too low will will make it more difficult to raise back up. So go ahead and work towards that level. So go ahead and lower 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, without popping your belly or rolling up onto your saber. Exhale, drop your belly, and lift from there. 1, 2, 3. It is sacrum stability is the name of the game here. Drop 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, let your ribs and lift. It's as if you're squeezing a dime in between your heels. If you squeeze strongly enough, you'll engage your inner thighs. On this last one, see if you can tweeze your seat as well. So squeeze your glutes and lift. Bring your knees into your chest. Place them flat on the mat. And exhale for a tiny back extension over your foam roller. If this bothers your neck, please hold your head in your hands to give your head support. Go ahead and sit up. Final exercise in a series of 5. Elbow to knee. We're going to roll under our backs. Coming up out of our sternum, the foam roller is. Bring your legs to tabletop. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Maintain your same level of curl up the whole time. Extend your left leg, coming across your ribs. Bring your foam roller over to the right side. Inhale through the center, coming across your ribs again. So from the belly button up, bring your foam roller to the left side. And exhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Your sacrum should stay flat and stable. You shouldn't be in front of your spine. Bring your ribs together. Squeeze in on the ends of your foam roller to engage your lats. Your abs should be feeling it at this point. One more. Roll onto your back. Release your feet to the mat. Windshield wiper your knees. Shake out your neck. Place your foam roller to the side to roll up, but we are using it on the next 2 exercises. So go ahead and bring your knees up to tabletop. Grab behind your knees, elbows wide. Woo! Inhale. Exhale, letting the load of your legs pull you up. We're going to take our foam rollers, stand it up behind us on the mat. We're going to sit up, whoop, scooting back, so that we are not smushed against our foam roller, but so that our foam roller can be used for tactile feedback. We are going to do spine stretch. So our arms are going to come out straight in front of us. We're going to drop our shoulder blades down our back, bring our ribs together, draw our abdominals up and in. Our feet will be flexed with our toes coming back towards our knees, hip distance or maybe a little bit wider apart, most likely not as wide as the mat. Palms facing each other. We're going to inhale, articulating our spine down, folding forward. Exhale to pull back and sit straight back up. Did you feel your foam roller go like that? If you did, that's what it's there for, because you're articulating it away from your foam roller and stretching forward and pulling back, and then I'm sitting straight back up. Shoulders down our back. If you feel yourself going like that, that's because you're tucking your pelvis and pressing out with your lower back. So, nod your chin to your chest, leaving that space between your chin and your chest. Come down from your shoulder area over your sternum as if you're in a curl up. Continue to round over your abdominals. Pull your abdominals back as if someone has a belt around your waist or pulling you back. Begin to articulate your spine straight up to sitting from there. Inhale, folding over your legs. Exhale, come back and sit straight up. Inhale, fold over. When you exhale, come back. Make sure you're not flaring your ribs when you come back up. You're still knitting your ribs together. 2 more. And up. 1 more. Inhale and exhale to pull back. And sit straight up. From there, we're going to bring our arms up to a T, slightly in front of you and your periphery. We're going to rotate to the left first, and then we're going to dive down to do saw. Come back up. Try to keep your shoulders a little bit more square, which means that your palm will flip up to the ceiling organically. You don't want to stretch out like this. What we're going for is we're coming, we're rotating, and then we're diving. And so I keep my shoulders more square to my foot, my palm flips up to the ceiling. And up, and rotate, and dive. We're trying not to move our foam roller. We're remaining conscious of our foam roller the whole time. It may inhibit the movement of our back arm. And that is fine. What we're using it for at this time is for tactile feedback for sitting straight up. 1 more to the left. And come back up to center. You can go ahead and shake that out. We're going to be doing standing side legs with support from our foam roller. I will be standing on my elevated mat again, so you may not be able to see my head. But such is life when you want to see my feet. So I'm going to place my foam roller into my right hand first. It is slightly in front of me. I'm going to bend my elbow. I'm going to place my hand on my hip. I'm bending my right leg closest to the foam roller. I'm bringing my left leg up, parallel, knee facing forward. I'm attempting to get it to hip height. I'm drawing my belly up and in, knitting my ribs, pulling my shoulders down my back. Adjust your foam roller as need be from there. It would be nice to have a 90-degree bend from your bicep to your elbow. We're going to point our foot forward and flex to pull it back. Try not to stick our glutes out or our booty out as we do it. 3, 4, don't lose the bend in your standing leg. 5, 6, belly's up and in. 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop it right there. Point your foot gently. We're going to do pulses up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7. From the glutes. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your leg down. Shake everything out real fast. We are not done. Bending your knee, bending your elbow, coming at an angle. We're not sinking. We do have our side lifted still as if we were in side lying legs. We're going to flex our foot and bend at the knee to kick our glutes. And extend our leg. And kick. And extend. Keeping our hips stable. 4. Belly's up and in. 5. 6. We are going for a hip height. 7. 8. 9. And 10. From there, we're going to bend our knee to the front. So we're bringing our knee in front of our hip, and we're kicking out with our heel, energy coming out to the wall. And 2. Here's 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 1 more. 10. Bring your leg down. Shake it out. We only have 1 more exercise on this side, guys. So we're going to come back down, bend our standing leg, bend our elbow, hopefully a 90-degree angle, drawing our shoulder blade down our back, raising our foot up to hip height, square our body, lift it up. So we're at a diagonal. Coming from our glute, we're going to do 10 circles one direction, 10 the other, size of a grapefruit. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, shake it out. We're going to hold on to our foam roller, bring it in a little closer, reach back, grab your heel, pull it to your glutes, press your hips forward. Enjoy that for a moment. Bring that foot down, take your standing leg behind you for a little calf stretch. Drawing your belly up and in here. From here, we're going to bring the foam roller to the other side. We get to have all that fun on the other side as well. Go ahead and bend your standing leg closest to your foam roller. Check on your arm. Your elbow should be coming in towards your hip, but your foam roller will be in front of you for support. We're going to bend at an angle. Whoop, diagonal, bringing our hand to our hip. We're going to bring our foot to the front and flex to bring it back. Point to bring it forward, flex to bring it back. Stabilize your hips. It will be as if the box of your body from your shoulders over your hips is at a diagonal. 5, 6, inhale forward and flex to pull back. 7, I feel like I'm trying to get a better angle for you guys. 8, 9, and here's 10. Bring your foot straight out from your hip, gentle point, and we're going to do pulses for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and stand up, shake it out. I feel like my angle's really bad on this side for some reason. From here, we're going to go ahead, come back down, bend your knee, come back into your foam roller, flex your foot. Without moving your quad, you're going to reach back and kick your heel to your glute and extend. Energy shooting out of your heel. Kick. And 3. Try to keep your foot parallel. 4. Draw your shoulder down. Draw your belly up and in. Bending your knee. 2 more. 9. And 10. From here, we're going to bring our foot, bending our knee, bringing our knee in line with our hip. Kick your foot back out. Energy shooting out of your heel. Here's 2. Kicking from your glute. And 3. 4. 5. 6. Abs up and in. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Stand up. Shake it out. It's always harder on the second side because you worked that side already on the first side as your standing leg. One more exercise. We're doing small circles the size of a grapefruit with a gentle point in our foot coming straight out from our hip at hip height. 10 one direction, 10 the other direction. So come on down. Check on the box of your body. Make sure you're at a diagonal. Abdominals up and in. Knit your ribs. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come on in. Bring your foam roller in a little closer. Or grab a wall or a chair. Reach back. Grab your working leg. Pull your heel to your glute. Press your hips forward. Release your foot. Take your standing leg. Bring it back behind you for a calf stretch. Pushing into your heel. Drawing your abdominals up and in. Go ahead and release your foam roller to the side. Step carefully off of your mat if it's elevated. Grab your stretchy band. Come onto your backs. Place your stretchy band around your left foot first. Extend your right foot long on the mat. Actually take the stretchy band up over your toes in the ball of your foot. Flexing your foot. Grab the stretchy band on either side and pull it back to under your underarm. Breathe here for a moment. You might not be able to go as far as you could if your foot was gently pointed. That's okay. Take both bands into your right hand. Bring your leg across the midline. Woo! Over to the right side. Take your left hand, extend it to a T. Look over at your hand for a gentle cervical twist. Your hip may be raised off slightly, and that's fine. Please make sure your ribs are on. Come back up to the center. Take both straps in your left hand and pull it to the side to a V position and pull it up to your ear. You can pull it out further from here, but with the toes pulling back like we have them, usually it feels, you get more of a calf stretch if you don't pull your leg as far out to the side, from what I found. Bring your foot back up to the center. Release your foot out of the band. Bend your right knee so your foot's flat on the mat. Take your left leg above the ankle, right below the calf. Put it across your knee, your right knee. Take your left hand, thread it through your left bent knee, and reach for back behind your right knee. Take your right hand, reach for back behind your right knee as well. If this feels good, but it feels like you could go further, go ahead and place your hands on the front of your knee, but make sure that your sacrum is able to stay flat and that you're not imprinting your lower curve into the mat. You're maintaining a neutral spine. Go ahead and release. We're going to extend our left leg long on the mat. Put our right ball of foot and toes underneath your band. Extend your foot to the ceiling. Hands on either side. Go ahead and pull back. Oof. Take a couple of breaths here. Again, check in on your neutral spine. Place both bands in your left hand. Bring your right leg across the midline over to the left side. Take your right hand, extend it to a T. Look over at your right hand. Your right hip may lift slightly. A couple deep breaths here. Bring everything back to the center. Place both bands in your right hand. Again, take your right foot out to the width of the mat and then pull it up towards your ear so that you can maintain that calf stretch while you're getting that hamstring stretch as well. Make sure both hips are on, your sacrum is stable. Come back to the center, bend your left knee, take your right foot out of the band, place your right ankle above the ankle, below the calf, across your left knee. Take your right hand, thread it through your right knee, and grab behind your left knee. Grab behind your left knee with your left hand. Take a couple breaths here. If you'd like to move on, place your hands in front of your knee or below your patella. So underneath your knee and your shin. Sacrum should stay stable. Neutral spine. Drawing both shoulder blades down the mat. Maintaining the curve in your low back. Go ahead and release. Shake it out. Roll up to sitting. We're going to move on to seal. Your feet will be in tabletop in seal with your heels connected to the diamond position. I understand I know some people reach underneath in seal, and that's fine, but I find that sometimes it causes shoulders to roll in, and since we've been working so much on our lats today, we're going to place our hands on the tops of our ankles, pressing our elbows into our knees in the diamond shape, drawing our shoulder blades down our back, bringing our feet up into tabletop, squeezing our glutes, looking in at our C-shaped curve into our belly button. We're going to come to the front of the mat. Your feet are in the diamond position. We draw them up to tabletop, pushing in to my knees, looking into my belly button. I'm going to click my heels. 1, 2, 3. And then click, 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 and then roll up. Click, click, click. Roll back. Click, click, click. Clicking my heels with my inner thighs. We're going to go to 8. Don't flat tire. Look at your belly button the whole time. And roll up. There's 7. Don't roll past the tips of your shoulder blades. And 8. Go ahead and release your feet down to the mat. You're going to come up to standing. We are going to reach for our foam roller, placing our hands on either end of our foam roller, pressing in, drawing our shoulder blades down our back. We're going to come into a wide Pilates feet, bending our knees over our toes, bringing our hands up to the ceiling, which I understand you can't see, I'm gonna come down here, right here. I'm not sitting on my mat, I'm hovering, it just looks like I'm sitting. Our foam roller is gonna be slightly in front of us and our periphery. We're drawing our ribs together, drawing our shoulders down our back, squeezing our glutes to pull our knees back. We're gonna reach to the right without crunching our right side. We're gonna lift up, back to center, and side bend to the left. Don't crunch your left side, and lift up. We're going to side bend to the right, reaching the tops of our heads in the middle of the foam roller to where the wall meets the ceiling, and up, and come to the side. Don't let the foam roller lead the movement. As you're bending, leave your arms exactly where they are. Allow your side bend to move. Squeeze your glutes to pull your knees back. One more set on each side. Press firmly on the sides of your roller, drawing your shoulders down your back. Shake out your neck. Come down to the side, and up, and come up. Shake everything out. We have one more exercise today. We will be doing cat-cow on the foam roller. So, placing your hands on the foam roller, coming into the quadruped position, lifting up in your abdominals. Your wrist should be directly under your shoulders. We're going to press out. The foam roller will roll to our elbows. We're going to come into an angry cat. We're going to roll back, plant into cow. You may be able to come up onto the tips of your fingers a little bit more to get here. We're going to roll out into an angry cat, pulling our shoulders down our back. We're going to roll back up, bringing the roller back under our hands, coming up into cow, squeezing our glutes to bring our hips forward. We're not going to sit back. We're still squeezing our glutes to leave our hips forward as we roll into angry cat. Pull back up. Squeezing our glutes to come into cow. One more. Really feel the release as you pull your shoulders down. Lift up, squeezing your glutes to come back out. Shake everything out. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Hope everyone's happy, healthy, and safe. Thank you.